Okay, today we're learning about two-way frequency tables. It's 11-5. So, example 1. Owners of a major food chain are planning to add a vegetarian item to its menu. Customers were asked to choose one of two vegetarian items. The results are shown in the table. What trends do the results suggest? So as we can see here, we have a table, we have male and female, and then we have the two vegetarian options are a veggie burger and veggie pizza. So let's just kind of like look at some things here. We can see that 50 males picked veggie burger, and we could see that 60 females picked a veggie burger. So more females picked veggie burger. We can see that 75 females picked veggie pizza, 40 males picked veggie pizza. We could see that 135 females were surveyed. We could see that 90 males were surveyed. We can see that altogether there were 110 people that chose veggie burger, 115 people that chose veggie pizza. So that's just kind of like how to interpret the table. So basically this is a joint frequency. A joint frequency is at the joint of a column and a row. A marginal frequency is at the margin or edge of a column or row. Joint frequencies indicate the frequency of a single option for one category. For example, the frequency of males choosing a veggie burger. Marginal frequencies indicate the total frequency for each option or category, such as the total frequency of female respondents. So now I have the answer key here. Oh my gosh. That's okay. I did this earlier. Okay, so what do the marginal frequencies tell you about the number of male and female respondents? So basically, the marginal frequencies are over here. There were 90 males and 135 females were surveyed. Next question. Interpret a two-way relative frequency table. What do the survey results reveal about male and female customer preferences for veggie burgers? So now we're talking about relative frequency. Relative frequency means it's a percentage, so it's a ratio or percent of the joint frequency to the total. And then marginal relative frequency is the ratio or percent of the marginal frequency to the total. So basically what they did here is they took the total, which was 225, that's our like grand total over here. That's basically how many males and how many females there were altogether. And then they put whatever the joint frequency was, they put that on top. So for instance, 50 males out of a total of 225 people, that's 22%. You just divide it and then you can move the decimal over 2 places. And that's what they did for all of these values. So of the customers surveyed, about 22% were males who selected veggie burgers and about 27% were females who selected veggie burgers. So a greater percentage of females than males selected veggie burgers. The question asks, how can you tell whether a greater percent of customers surveyed selected veggie burger or veggie pizza? So basically it shows that 49% of people selected veggie burger and 51% of people selected veggie pizza. So we can write that the marginal frequencies show that 49% of customers selected veggie burger and 51% selected veggie pizza. Next, calculate conditional relative frequency. Using data from examples 1 and 2, a marketing team concludes that females prefer veggie burgers more than men do. Do the survey results support this conclusion? So conditional relative frequency is the ratio of the joint frequency and the related marginal frequency. So basically, it's saying that 50 males out of a total of 90 males liked veggie burgers. That's 56%. For females, it's 60 out of a total 135 females. That's 44%, and they just divided. Okay, that's conditional relative frequency. It's joint frequency over the marginal frequency. The results do not support this conclusion. The conditional relative frequencies show that while 56% of males surveyed prefer veggie burgers, only about 44% of females prefer veggie burgers. So 56% of males, 44% of females. What conclusion could the marketing team make about the male and female preferences for veggie pizza? Okay, so if we look at veggie pizza, it actually flip-flops. So females prefer veggie pizza more than males do. Example 4, interpret conditional relative frequency. The marketing team also concludes that there is a greater variation between the percent of men and women who like veggie pizza than there is for those who prefer veggie burgers. Do the survey results support this conclusion? Calculating the conditional relative frequency for each column allows you to analyze male and female preferences within each food choice category. The conclusion is supported by the survey results. Conditional relative frequencies show that of the customers who prefer veggie pizza, 65% are female and only 35% are male. And of those who prefer veggie burgers, 55% are female and 45% are male. So basically what they did here is 110, that's the number that picked veggie burger, males and females. So 50 of them were males, that's what it's saying, and then 60 of them were female. And then same thing for over here. Just another way to interpret the data. We're not going to try it because it's like, I don't like the question at all. Next, example 5. Interpret data frequencies. So a random sample of spectators were entering a stadium were asked whether they were cheering for the Bears or the Tigers in a championship game. The sample was categorized according to gender and team. All right, what does the joint relative frequency 65 over 230 represent in this context? So 65 is males cheering for Tigers, and 230 is the total number of males and females altogether. So basically it means that 65 males cheered for the Tigers. It represents the ratio of male Tiger fans to the total number of people surveyed. Next question. What does the conditional relative frequency 49 over 93 represent in this context? So 49 is cheering for bears that are females cheering for bears, and then 93 is the amount of females that there were altogether. So 49 females cheered for the Bears. It represents the ratio of female Bear fans to the total number of females surveyed. What does the conditional relative frequency 72 over 137 represent in this context? So 72 is males that are cheering for the Bears, and then 137 is the amount of males that there were all together. So 72 males cheered for the Bears. it represents the ratio of male bear fans to the number of males surveyed. Okay, that's it. Now for your assignment, you're going to have to kind of make some frequency tables based on the information that it gives you. So just look at the categories. It might be male, female, it might be likes this, dislikes that, something like that. And then that has to be basically your rows and columns, and then you just fill in the numbers. And then you might have to calculate percentages as well. So the homework is might be slightly confusing, but just try your best on it. I'm really mainly concerned that you know how to interpret a table. I think the homework is a little bit more confusing than these questions, but just try your best. All right, that's it. Bye-bye.